Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is gearing up to begin the assembly of the Tejas Mk2 aircraft later this month. The Bangalore-based facility of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has already received the fuselage sections of the Tejas Mk2, and the Aircraft and Systems Testing Establishment is prepping up to evaluate and validate the performance of all associated technologies. The first Tejas Mk2 is expected to be rolled out next year and would undergo several ground tests before being cleared for its maiden flight. The Aircraft and Systems Testing Establishment is expected to play a critical role in evaluating the aircraft's fly-by-wire control system, the cockpit layout and architecture, and the pilot's checklist and emergency procedures. The rollout of the Tejas Mk2 is an extremely important milestone for India and represents the Indian Air Force's transition from foreign equipment to indigenously made platforms. Nigeria is all set to procure 4 light combat helicopters from Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The procurement of these aircrafts would be carried out through a soft credit agreement between the two nations, and is being considered a crucial milestone for developing a strategic partnership between India and Nigeria. The LCH, also known as the Prachand, is India's first indigenously developed attack helicopter and holds the distinction for being the only platform of its kind designed for high-altitude operations. It is known for being extremely maneuverable and is capable of undertaking counterinsurgency, counter-surface force, destruction of enemy air defense, as well as air defense missions. The agreement for the procurement of the LCH is expected to be finalized soon, and with it, Nigeria would become the first foreign customer to procure India's light combat helicopter. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has secured complete transfer of technology for the Shakti 1H1 engines from the French engine manufacturer Safran. The Shakti 1H1 is an India-specific variant of Safran's Artidan 1H1 engine and has been customized specifically for high-altitude operations. The engine powers several of India's helicopters, including the ALH Dhruv, the Rudra, and the LCH Prachand. In an effort to reduce dependence on the French engine, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited had recently initiated the development of an indigenous HDSE 1200 turboshaft engine. Weary of a potential loss of business to India's indigenous engine, Safran had reportedly agreed to completely transfer the technology of the Shakti 1H1 engines to India. With the acquisition of the TOT, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited now has complete control over the manufacturing of these engines, and this development is expected to significantly contribute towards India's quest for self-reliance in the defense sector. The Indian Ministry of Defense is reportedly reconsidering the proposed acquisition of 31 MQ9B Predator UAVs from the American firm General Atomics. The MQ9B is considered to be amongst the best platforms in its category, but has recently proven to be extremely vulnerable when operating in contested airspace. Since last year, the Houthi rebels in Yemen have succeeded in downing several Predator UAVs with rather unsophisticated air defense systems. Considering the high procurement costs of these UAVs, their vulnerability against air defense systems has compelled the Indian establishment to rethink the proposed acquisition of this platform. Leading Indian defense analysts, too, are questioning the acquisition of the MQ9B UAVs and have suggested that procuring cost-effective indigenous platforms that offer similar capabilities would be a better option. The Indian Navy's upcoming medium-range naval anti-ship missile is all set to be powered by the indigenously developed small gas turbine jet engine. The small gas turbine jet engine is currently being developed jointly by the Research Center IMARAT and the National Aerospace Laboratories, and is expected to generate around 2.7 kilonewtons of thrust. The engine would allow the medium-range naval anti-ship missile to travel at high subsonic speeds while possessing a range of around 300 kilometers. The upcoming missile is being designed with a solid rocket motor and would be highly effective in neutralizing naval surface vessels. It is being designed to be an extremely flexible system and would be capable of being launched from ships, as well as shore-based anti-ship batteries. The successful development of the medium-range anti-ship missile would be a significant achievement, and together with its short-ranged counterpart, would significantly enhance the offensive capabilities of the Indian Navy.